describes the funeral of the city. He uses the writer. It's a tear-stained portrait of a once proud Jerusalem. Just give you a real recap real quick. That has been invaded by Babylonian. Jeremiah exposes his emotions. I want to talk to us real quick. Let us stay right there, love. He exposes, y'all pay attention to this. She's all right. Y'all pay attention. He exposes his emotions. See, sometimes you have to allow your emotions to be seen. Sometimes you have to release them. Because if you don't release them, it builds up, and then sometimes it will come out in anger. It will come out in anger. It will come out in anger. And so he exposes his emotions, and a death has occurred. And the Bible says that Jerusalem lies barren. What's important I want us to understand about this particular book of Lamentation is Jeremiah writes, and as he writes, he's lamenting. What does it mean to lament? To mourn, to cry. He's writing this, but he's lamenting. He's mourning, he's crying. A death has occurred. Can I just tell you something? That, Brother Vincent, bring me those 2 black books. When I tell you, no, I just want to show you something. When I tell you God has, let me tell you something. When I tell you God has this, no, just hold on. God has, I don't know what God is doing with me. All I'm doing is saying, yes, Lord. Yes. Now, all I'm doing is, I'm gonna be still. I'm still. Every message in both of these books are brand new messages that God has given me over the past 2 weeks. And so last night, I was looking over something in Luke, and I said, all right, God, he gave me a good revelation. I wrote some stuff down, so I told Brother Akil when he met me in the parking lot, he said 2 books that he has to bring both, because the message is in one of these books. I promise you that this lamentation message there's no lamentation message in either of these books. I do know that this message that God is giving us today is clear, precise, on point, and for us today. That's all I know. That's all I know. I didn't have time to scrutinize it. I didn't have time to scrutinize it. I didn't have time to try to add my little, because I know I studied. So I'm just giving it to you. And so, the Bible says that he writes in lament. And while he writes in lament, while he is mourning and crying, weeping. He's weeping from A to Z. In other words, let me break it down. Light due, gas due, water due, rent due, mortgage due, child due, car due. How you gonna pay your rent? All your money spent. They need a pair of shoes. Talk about this and that. Waiting on your next paycheck. Tell you what all to do. I'm waiting to see you through. But when he writes, there are only 5 There are only 5 chapters in Lamentations. The number 5 is the number of grace. When I tell you I thank God, Pat, when I tell you I thank God for being able to hear him. Because don't ask me to repeat nothing from today. I promise you I will not be able to repeat it, so I hope you keep it in your mind. He writes, and it's 5 chapters, and while he's crying, he begins each chapter. In chapter 1, he talks about the desolation of Jerusalem. How did the city sit solitary that was full of people? How is it she become as a widow? She that was great among the nations and princess among the provinces, how is she become tributary. Ooh. Then he goes to chapter 2, Deacon Ferguson, and begins to talk about the anger of God. In chapter 2, verse 1, he says, how hath the Lord covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud in his anger, and cast down from heaven unto the earth the beauty of Israel, and remembered not his footstool in the day of his anger? He weeping. Then he goes to chapter 3. He goes to chapter 3, and he begins to talk about the despair, but he begins to cry. His cry is that of despair. He says in verse 1, chapter 3, I am the man that has seen affliction by the rod of his wrath. Verse 2 says, he hath led me and brought me into darkness, but not into light. Verse 3 says, surely against me is he turned. He turneth his hand against me all the day. Now, let me tell you something. You can say what you want to say, but there's been times when I felt like God had turned.
Right.
I'll talk to the neighbor all the way over there. There's been times when, okay, I'm going to prove it all of it. God, where are you? God, don't you see what I'm going through? God, don't you understand? Anybody ever been here?
Yes.
God, why me? God, why my family? God, why? And so he
said something.
And so he's crying in despair. Keeps on going. He keeps on going. Keeps on going. And watch this. I got to do this. I got to do verse 3. Then he says, my flesh and my skin hath he made old. He hath broken my bones. He had a pity party.
Right.
Let me see the hands of all those that have had a pity party. One person at the party, and 7 things were present. Despair, destruction, perplexed, confused. You was the only person at the party. You had 7 plates, 7 glasses. Watch this. Verse 5. He had, I gotta build it. Verse 5. He had built against me and compassed me with gall and travel. He had set me in a dark place as they that be dead of old. He hath hedged me about that I cannot get out. He hath made my chain heavy. Also when I cry and shout, he shutteth out my prayer. He hath enclosed my ways with hewn stone. He hath made my path crooked. He was unto me as a bear lying in the wall. He hath turned aside my ways and put me into pieces. He hath bent me his bow and set me as a mark or arrow. He has caused the arrows of his quiver. I was a derision. He had filled me with bitterness. He had made me drunken with wormwood. He had also broken my teeth with gavel stones. He had covered me with ashes, and thou hast removed my soul far from his peace. I forgot prosperity, and I said my strength and my hope is perished from the Lord. You talking about down? How low can you go? Oh, I'm not finished. I'm getting ready to hit. I'm going to hit a couple of more verses. He does all this. He's crying in despair. But in verse 19, there's a shift. I said in verse 19, there was a shift. In the midst of his despair and despondency and crying, he begins to remember. Oh, I ain't got nobody in here. You ever been crying about trouble and then thought about how good he was? You was crying and praising at the same time. Cried over a doctor report, but rejoice because you're still alive. Cried over a diagnosis, but praise him because you're still here. Crying because you ain't got no money, but you still got health and strength. Wish I had somebody in here. Cry because your heart is broken, but your soul is mighty in him. Watch this. So, verse 18 says, and I said, my strength and my hope is perished from the Lord. I'm not the same, Pat. I'm not the same. I'm still the pastor, still the bishop, but I'm not the same.
Thank you, Lord. Yeah. Thank you, Lord.
These tabernacle experiences have changed me for the better. I don't think I'm the only person that it changed them. Can I get a witness? So, he does all of this crying in despair. And then there's a shift between verse 18. You see it, Tawana? There's a shift between 18 and 19. He goes from crying to now he gives a confession of faith. Let me tell you something about trouble and trials and hardships and pain and disappointment. It will take you to a place of despair. But when God is really in your life, I don't care how low you are in whatever it is you're in, there ought to be something that should come back to your mind about how good God is and has been to you. So Jeremiah says, in verse number 19, Jeremiah said, I perished from him. But in verse 19, he said, remembering mine affliction and my misery, the wormwood and the gall. In other words, I remember when I was in there, and now I'm not in there. Jeremiah said, my soul hath them still in remembrance and is humbled in me. Verse 21. I'm going to close at 22. But verse 21, Jeremiah says, this I recall to my mind. In other words, when I think of the goodness of Jesus and all he's done for me, my soul cries out, hallelujah. This I recall to my mind. Therefore have I hope. It is of the Lord's mercy that we are not consumed. It is of the Lord's mercy that we are not consumed. I came to tell somebody your trouble, your trial, your desperation is over. Remember what he said. Remember how he said it. Remember that God will take care of you. And then when I remember, God will bring me. God will bring us. God will not leave us. This I recall to my mind. It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed. What is it? For his compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. Everybody in this building, get on your feet and thank God for his faithfulness to you. I said thank him for his faithfulness to you. Thou changest not, thou compassion to me. Great is thy faithfulness. Great is thy faithfulness. Great is None of these tears are tears of sadness. I'm just so grateful. And I'm so thankful. My heart loves the Lord, and my heart loves GFG.
Yes, thank you, Lord. Thank you.
And I want to say, when we do our offerings and my other general announcement, let's see who's visiting today. That you can be seated. I want to say thank you. Continue to play that, Brother Andrew. I want to say thank you. I'm not going to call names because I don't want to forget anybody's name. But I just want to say thank you to all of the persons, and you know who you are, who availed yourselves to assist me, to help me, and uphold me. I knew I was at the helm of this. And it was a great work. It was a great task. Trying to choose contractors and negotiations and trying to get the best for whatever money we had. And so many of you stepped. You've always held me up, but from February to now, I've seen a love and a concern and a care. Not just for the church, but for me as the leader. Bill, you always told me you're gonna make it, you gotta keep going. And so many said that, but I didn't always want to keep going. For 25 years almost, my sister Gail said, therefore be he steadfast, unmovable. I never wanted glory. I never sought for fame. This process of rebuilding our ministry was not to make my name great.
Right.
And those that felt that way, God soon shut them down.
Right.
I said, Lord, this is not my money. This is the church's money.
Amen.
But all I wanted was the best. I got seniors who have worked hard in this church. They sold chicken dinners. They bought chicken. They cleaned chicken. They fried chicken. And bought the chicken dinner years ago. So some of the money in the building fund came from bus trips. I don't forget all of that.
Amen.
Then God sent a new regime. And whenever I opened my mouth and said, let's give, people just did. And it was a lot, just talking to people. I was trying to be there all the time. And then people stepped in and said, Bishop, I'll go. And so I learned how to really delegate.
Amen.
I really learned.
Thank you, Lord. Amen.
Because I had to trust before I could delegate.
Right. Amen.
I said, Lord, because you had the naysayers. Oh, it ain't gonna happen. Oh, they ain't gonna do nothing.
Amen.
And I'm all right with the outsiders saying, but when the insiders are saying,
Right.
but then I have people say, oh, Bishop, you're not listening to that. I know you're not listening to that. I said, well, I don't know if I'm listening, but I heard it. And so once you hear it, once you say it, I'm just saying you. You say, what you're saying, I know you say you're sorry, but you said it, so how you expect me to trust you saying, how you expect me to? I'm still trying to recover from the last time you hurt me. But people stepped in day and night Some weren't even feeling well in their body, but they knew that God gave me this vision. They knew God gave me this vision. And they knew that God had charged them to help me. Everybody couldn't do everything, and I understood that. But there were those that, whether it was night or day, I watched some come walking on cane. But I said the church got to be open at 4:30 a.m. They got out their car or truck or whatever on a cane, limping, and opened the church.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you, Lord.
So I want to say thank you to those that you just did. And the Lord saw fit to just do. The Lord helped us. And I think I even taught some of the people how to negotiate. And when it was time, when I wasn't there, they would negotiate. Let me tell you what they would do. They would tell Abdul, hold on, we're gonna call Bishop. No. Next thing you know, I'm on FaceTime, Abdul. Bishop, I said, no, Abdul, we don't have no more money. I'm sorry. You're gonna fix it. You're gonna do it. We don't have no more money. Oh my God, Bishop. I said, you got all our money already. Then he gonna bring me back 2 shirts. I thank him. I can't even wear the shirt. It gonna fit. I put the shirt on. That's for Ethan. But I thank him. I'm gonna give it to Tanya. She put both of them together and make me 1 shirt because I want to wear it. But I want to say thank you because everybody did what they did. We're not finished. We're not through. No. Benny and Deborah was this whole school.
Right.
This whole school thing. Benny, from 23 to 373. Deborah works at this school. Come on, y'all. I had to call them out because I just said I need a school. I ain't talked to no principal. I ain't seen the principal yet. I ain't even see the cute little classroom teacher from 23. I left her basket. And then they sent me a picture. I said, she cute. Lisa took a picture of her. Sit down. I said, she cute. Miss, what's her name? Christine. Miss Christine. I ain't want to find out too much of business. See, I didn't want to remember. Sometimes you don't need to remember the names either. And then we had wonderful school safety. We didn't have no school safety at 23. We were in school safety. It's one in the back right now. She loved church. I told her we were leaving today. She said no. They both got so sad no. I said, the church is right up the street around the corner. We ain't here. You don't have to work on Sunday. We're not here. You don't have to work on Sunday. Listen. So, thank you. I said, Benny, what's going on? Don't worry about it. See, Benny, he scares me. Don't worry, I got this. He scares me. Because he's international, Karen. And he got this. And then he went to LA, California. See, his godmother birthday, 70 or somebody, right? I got this. What you mean you got this? It's Wednesday. You ain't told me nothing. Don't worry. You just preach. Let me handle this. He told me you preach, let me handle this. John said, you just preach, let me cut him. I said, what kind of people I got here? John Miller said, I'll cut him, you just preach Jesus. Because I'll cut him and repent.
Right, John, right.
If you cut him, they ain't gonna never forgive you. I said, don't cut him too hard. He said, no, I'm gonna cut him just enough they know. He on the case, so they ain't gonna cut him. So, I just want to say thank you for just Deacon Mars, you got to put the rest of the things on the back of the pews for the communion cards. All right. Listen, Starting tomorrow, there's some other little things need to be done. This whole week, I'm gonna need you, GFG. I'm gonna need you all. I guess I don't know, like we gotta give times so the church. There's just little things that need to be done. And so for those of you that you couldn't put the pews down and you couldn't reupholster, but there's something you can do if you don't take nothing but a cloth. If we gotta wipe the, polish the pews, gonna put stuff on the floor because we can't mess up. Y'all, Sister Edna said she ain't want to see nothing until we go back. Sister Edna, you gonna pass out next week? I'm gonna get you a nurse. Listen, I don't know what I'm gonna be. I don't know. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna be a mess, Deaconess Houghton. I'm gonna fall out. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna shout. I'm gonna fall out. I'm gonna get up and shout. I'm telling you. Oh, she said we gonna fall. Well, we fall down. Some people on vacation today, they're on vacation next week. I told them, I said, well, y'all gonna miss the going. No, Kiana told me, no, wait, don't go back till I get back. I said, Kiana, every other week you go to the Poconos. I want to know what's going on. Ninja, you heard me? Every other week you go to the Poconos. I said, they send the pictures of just the girls. Where's the guys on the trip? Stop playing. They're in the other pool. So, let me say, thank you. But listen, I really am. Oh, I can't do nothing. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. We have a cleaning company that's coming to do some stuff, get us ready, but there's some other stuff. I just want you to have a hand. I just want to share with you some of the things that I did. John Miller was there, he saw me. Before the new walls were put up, before the floors were put up, I wrote names on the walls, I wrote scriptures. I wrote scriptures on the floor before they covered it. I wrote scriptures on the wall. I put Reverend Bat's name on the wall. I put Deacon Moffat. I put Dad Johnson. I just wrote. I just wrote on one of the walls. I went to write, and I wrote in tongues. I don't know what it God didn't interpret it, but I went to write, and it was a heavenly language. This could have been done without me. I am well aware of that. But this assignment was not given to another leader. So I want to thank you for helping me to realize that this was my assignment. And you did not let me miscarry or abort. So, the balcony? Oh yeah. I did some right. Don't worry. All through. So, thank you and I'm thanking you in advance this week. Listen, avail yourselves, please. I don't know. I know that the minstrels are gonna see where they're gonna place. Got to pick up the band. Got to pick up the drum set from Sam Ash this week, so we can take. We didn't need to pick it up before. We had nowhere to put it. Just stuff all in the way. Brother Moses was carrying him and who? Deacon Andre, who was that? Carrying the. I'm gonna tell it. Carrying the pew up to put in the back of the pulpit. And okay, who was helping you? Brother Deacon Morris. And Brother Moses slipped and hit all those locks on the wall. Our brand new wall, he put a hole in the wall. The brand new wall in the pulpit put a hole in the wall. See, they didn't even, but that's the strength that's in his lungs, not in his arms. Shredder, please. So, did he fix it? Abdul fix it? Oh, it's fixed now. So don't you go up there. You carry a chair. Don't pick up another chair. But listen, so there's some things. So we're gonna get we gotta get some steel wool, get some paint on a few. Oh, sure, I was wondering where you went. I didn't know if you went on a date or not. Come back down. I need to see you. I don't got my glasses on. So There might be some pain or something, so we got to use steel wool. Ladies and gentlemen, I need your help. Seniors, everybody. There's something you can do. Della, how you doing? You got your shades on, your future bride. She works, she works crazy hours and she don't like to miss church. She get off work early in the morning and stuff like that. So I know where your heart is. You ain't gotta tell me. I know you got the Holy Ghost. I ain't worried about that. You can't join it. You gotta be born in it. So we're gonna need your help. We're gonna need your help all week. We're gonna need your help all week, please. I know somebody say I'm working. Okay, unless you're doing the wheel, you're working 8 to 8 and then 8. Ladies and gentlemen, how many of us live for this day? I don't care if you just joined 2 weeks ago or 2 years ago. And so, I'm asking you, don't do like we do in May, church cleanup, before people show up. Because next Sunday, you just don't want to act up. So there's still some things, like I know when you, listen, let me just tell you, there's some things like you'll see when you go, I know everybody says, oh my God, it's white, the walls. We're gonna handle it. We're gonna take care of it because give us a little time. Give us a little time, and you'll come another Sunday, and you're gonna see scriptures written all in calligraphy all around the world. You hear me, William? You're gonna see scriptures written. I can't even describe as the servant leader. I can't even describe how I feel. All I know is Reverend Pastor believed in me. Against all odds. Deacon Davis, he believed in me. He said I would make it. He never told me I would be a pastor. I guess he figured if I tell him he gonna be a pastor, and if I tell him he gonna be the pastor of this church, he said the N-word. He said that boy gonna run and move to Guatemala if I tell him that. So I believe him be. If he could see this day, if he could see the place that he labored and worked so hard, and then his son, and I am a son of D.W. Pats. I am a legitimate son, licensed and ordained, installed and pastored the church that he pastored. Wasn't done in a corner. It was done on the table. So Sister Louise, I know he would be proud of me. He'll tell Pat that boy. B. Ashton would say that red. Bessie Williams would say, I told you he was going to make it. Deacon Kirk would say, I told y'all when he was a little boy he was going to be something. Sister Artist would say, that's why me and Brother Artist, he didn't need none, but we bought him suits. I was a little boy. I always had a suit and a tie, Andre. And then Deacon Artist and Sister Rose, they would take me shopping. I said, I don't need nothing. They say, yeah, but we love you. Amen. And Linda Johnson, bless her heart, baby sister. I was in the park playing. I gotta tell you this, because you don't know this. In the park in Tompkins playing. And Linda was walking. She said, come here. What's your name? I said, Peter. I don't know how old I was. She said, come go with me. She brought me into the building, into our house. And Mommy Johnson and Dad Johnson. She said, here's our brother. We got a brother, because there wasn't nothing but them 3 gals. Here's our brother. And so they said, here's our brother. And Mary and Johnny became my mommy and my daddy. And then they brought me back to my house and said, we our son, we love him. And my aunt said, okay. There's a bad rascal on that usher board with Brother Hill and Thelma Reed. That's why I have so much patience with these young people. Because I used to act like that. I'm just going back just a little bit to tell y'all, this just didn't happen to me. They didn't get, I didn't just come with a resume. I came through the ranks.
Yes, yes.
I came through the ranks in this church. I never desired to be a pastor of nobody church. I promise you. Y'all know it. I just want to sing. One way I was going to make money, nightclub or church. I said, church ain't going to pay you because church don't pay you for singing too much. Now they hire a little praise leader. I said, I'll have to sing the blues because I make a couple of coins. And Brother Hale, I said, I belong to a church, make a lot of money, pay my tithes. When I'm in that city, come to the church. And all the time I'll be in the nightclub singing. I'll be singing. All my pain for the good time. Sister Eloise, you remember that song? Sister Sarah, why you laughing so? That's an old one, huh? Either that or sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tides roll away. Came through the ranks. That boy never. That's why I just want to sing. I joined the usher board because you can walk a lot. I like to walk. So I joined the usher board to walk a lot. Then they told me to sit down. I said, no, I don't want to sit down. I'm an usher. Yeah, but sit down. I said, I'm not ushering. I'll go sing. I was supposed to be on the middle aisle. And I was in the choir stand with the young adults. I wasn't old enough. Listen, Sheree and y'all, guess what? I was on the Junior Celestials. I got thrown off the kids' choir. They threw me off the kids' choir. How you get thrown off the children's choir? Sister Campbell said that bad rascal Peter. I ran the red bass. They threw me off the choir. He brought me downstairs. So Mr. Berkeley, let him sing with the young adults. You know, Mr. Berkeley, nobody's hair was done like his.
Nobody.
He had a permanent. David came on the ranks behind him with the permanent, but then I sang, I came through. There goes, I see Gibson. I thought I saw Calvin. He went to the bathroom. He was there. I'm not making them. I came through the ranks. Sister Edna told me last Sunday, she says, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud. Then Sister Eloise caught me outside. Ooh, I'm so proud of you. I thought the next Sunday, but I guess it was too hot. I thought after they're so proud, I thought I got red rice one Sunday and a little sweet bread the next Sunday, but I guess it was too hot. I said, I guess they weren't that proud. I'm just sharing my bio here because I'm just remembering this. I recall to my mind. The scripture said, and I remember one thing have I desired of the Lord, that will I seek after. It's of the Lord's mercies that I'm not consumed. His compassions fail not, they are new every morning. That is our faithfulness. Reverend Batch, you took a chance. You took a chance on me. You licensed me. You ordained me. Sent me to great places to preach. You believed in me, Rev. And when I went wayward, sent a group to come get me. They came and got me. For I know the plans I have for you, say it. Not only do you need to know the plan, but you need to understand that God will show somebody else the plan that He has for you so that they can help you get to your... Stop being solo in everything. I got this. Sometimes tell them, I don't have this. I learned how to say, I ain't got it. I don't have it. Me, all the time, me now. I'm good, I'm fine, I'm good, I'm fine. Y'all saw what happened. I'm good, I'm fine, I'm good, I'm fine, I'm good, I'm fine. Don't want to be a public success and a private failure. Like me and my colleagues, publicly it's wonderful. And privately they're dying. They're jumping off of bridges. They're taking overdose of drugs. I'm not going to be like that. My son not here, but my daughter-in-law is here. One New Year's Eve. Church was over. I said, I'm coming to your house. She said, for real? I said, yeah. Why? I said, I'm just coming to your house after church. And I went to the house. We sat around the table, ate lo mein, and laughed and joked and talked. And then I got tired. They said, I'll take a nap. I said, no, I'm going home. Oh, no, you can sleep over there. No, I'm going home. I know they're probably still with him. Well, why he can't? Because I wanted to. I'm welcome a lot of grace. I just wanted to. I didn't want no fancy. I just said, can you make lo mein or something? Andrea, the Chinese side, she's Trinidadian, but you got the Chinese side. I needed to be in their space and make deposits for the rest of their lives. And then I needed them to be in my thing, and then I was all right. It don't take, people don't know. It really don't take. You see me, it don't take a whole lot for me.
Right.
I'm happy with Twizzlers. You gotta have Godiva.
Right.
I mean, I like Godiva now, don't get me wrong. I said all that to say, thank you to everybody. This week, please, you off tomorrow, right? You told me you was off, that's good, so you, this week, please, I'm asking you, and whatever you're asked to do that's in your, we're not asking you, you ain't gotta lift, the guys have something need to be lift. And so there's still some work that needs to be done, like my office and that stuff, but that's okay. I don't need an office for us to worship. And we'll get everything together. We'll get everything that we need. And when we get back, we'll talk. Because, yes, we need pledges. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And we are Tiana told me you and her was going to pledge. She already told me, she sent me a text. Me and my mother going to pledge. She just said how much, don't tell me. Because whatever you were going to pledge, it's going to go up. I hear God say it's going to go up. So don't tell me what it was. Because we ain't going to deal with was, we dealing with is. Kiana will spend your money, Linda, in a minute. Okay. Well, she said me and my mother going to pledge. We're going to pledge because everything costs a lot. It's been a lot. And God is going to replenish. We're going to plan we're going in just us. We got to cut the ribbon. We can't go in. We can't go in without. We're gonna plan, a big rededication celebration. But we're going now. It's time for us to go now. I want to do it like this. If you're visiting for the first time, please.